Hey, I am Sarah Elizabeth Crawford, and I am a Black Status presenter with Unique. Saying those words are still completely surreal because I hit Black Status today, and I wanted to make my Road to Black video while it was still very fresh, while it's still very raw. I have spent this entire day reading comments from girls that I treasure so much, congratulating me with unbelievably sweet words, and I have just been moved beyond comprehension today at the absolute beautiful circle of love that is Unique. Unique is so different than any other company that I've ever heard of, worked for, seen in action. We make our success out of the success of others. We are not successful on our own. We do this linked arm in arm with the sisters beside us, those that both affect us and those that, they have nothing to do with our personal companies. We do this together. We have a coin phrase that we rise together, and we do. We do this as a collective. We do not do this singularly. So I sit before you as a Black Status presenter because there are almost 400 women who walked arm in arm with me, a super wide line together, doing this as one huge force. I did not do this by myself. Sarah Elizabeth Crawford is only a Black Status because my team, Team Luminous, is a Black Status team, and they worked so hard to get here. My journey started with Unique 16 months ago, and I it was quite funny. My sponsor, who is Black Status Brianne Kerr, she was in her group. She had just started her Unique business, and she was doing a smoky eye with purple eyeshadow, and she was asking her girls for tips on smoky eyes, or if they had pictures of smoky eyes. So I did a look, and I did a smoky eye on my eye. Actually, it was kind of something similar to what I have on today, and I posted a picture, and she messaged me, and I think if you ask her, I am the only person she has ever directly messaged about joining the company. And she basically told me, Sarah, why aren't you using makeup for your business? At the time, I was a professional wedding photographer, and she basically, just said, this is just something to think about. I'm never going to say anything else about it, but I really think that you should consider this business. So fast forward about 2 weeks, I decided to host a party for her. I got my hands on Unique for the first time, and I fell in love. I absolutely loved the product. It was the best thing I'd ever used. At that point, I had actually gone through a professional makeup artistry school. I don't consider myself a perfectionist as a makeup artist. I am more of a functional makeup artist, and that I like people to, I help people develop very natural looks using their natural coloring. I'm not like the studio or couture style makeup artist. I'm a very functional makeup artist. So I loved everything, and it was so much better than everything I had in my makeup kit already. And about a week later, maybe 3 days later, I was signed up. I was a Unique presenter. I originally was only going to use the product on my makeup clients and for my photography business, and it quickly grew. My best friend signed up the next day without me even knowing about it. Within about a week of that, my sister-in-law signed up, and it's super exciting because my best friend just went blue and my sister-in-law just went orange this month. So absolutely plug there that we rise together. My girls are getting promotions just as fast as I am, and that is why it works. That's why it's so beautiful, is because we have been doing this together since the very beginning. So it just grew from there. I can't even say that I really was actively working my business for the first 3 to 4 months. I was more having fun, seeing how it went. And then from there, you know what? It just exploded. Starting in about February of 2015, it just exploded. And our team grew very rapidly during that season. And that is where I learned one huge principle. If you could ask me today, Sarah, how did you get here? How did you hit Black Status? What is your secret? I have exactly one secret, and that is that I love my girls. I love my team with every fiber of my being. Every single one of those women are my sisters, and I love them as my blood sisters. They are so inspirational to me. They are why I work as hard as I do. It's because seeing them succeed is everything to me. And the entire goal of my business is to be the leader that they needed me to be. When they needed somebody to vent to, when they needed somebody to cry with, when they needed somebody to cheer them on, I tried my best to be those things when I could, because I loved them and because I love them so much. That is my secret, is I love my team. That's it. That's how I did this, is because I empowered women. I empowered women to believe in themselves because I believed in them. I empowered them to conquer their doubts and to conquer their fears because I believed in them. And sometimes, you guys, that's all it takes, is one person standing behind you saying, I believe in you. I believe that you can do this. You are going to do this. You are going to conquer this mountain, and we're going to do it together. That is how I hit Black status, is because I love my team. It was never about me. It was never, yes, of course I wanted Black status. From the first month that I joined, like I said, once I really hit the ground running, I knew I was a Black status. In February of 2015, I hit green elite, and that is the month that I knew I am a Black status presenter. The other huge component to this is that I have an incredible support system at home. My husband has been my unbelievably faithful support, my rock, my strategy, our masterminding together, and so much support. I have two very little boys. I have two under 2. My youngest is 2.5 months old. And so let me tell you, moving across the country mid-year last year, having a new little baby, and going through pregnancy, it was actually a very rough pregnancy. There was a lot of challenges. There were days where I did not even want to get up in the morning, let alone put on my makeup and do a video, or do a shout out to my team, or work on my leadership skills, or do personal development. I didn't want to do those things. I didn't feel like anything. But I kept on. Why? Because of my girls. I kept on for them. And I kept on because this was a dream. And once I put my mind to it, I knew that I was going to do this, that I was going to be a Black status presenter. I was already a Black status presenter. It was just a matter of time until my back office said that I was. And so with my husband, with my amazing support system, with my amazing team behind me and with me and beside me, we did this. We climbed, we summited a mountain. There were months where I wouldn't get paid as my status. There were months where we really struggled. There were months where I did struggle with doubt. But you know what? I just kept saying it over and over and over again. I am a Black status presenter, no matter what came my way. And, there were times, the truth is that one of my deepest struggles is I struggle, which is so interesting sometimes, that the very things that we struggle with are the very things that we are called to help other women break free from. And something that I struggle deeply with is fear, and I struggle with anxiety. And I can't tell you how many times in the past 16 months I have been put in positions that I have had to conquer surmounting fear and anxiety. Just so many times, speaking publicly, just putting myself out there in my Facebook business page, and posting myself and posting my YouTube channel and all of those things, and putting my face out there. Those things terrified me, absolutely terrified me. And it became quickly one of my biggest whys for why I do what I do when it comes to the makeup videos and it comes to the parties, is because you know what? There are not enough women who are willing to buck against our perfection-driven society, especially in the makeup industry. Our society is so driven toward perfection, especially, like I said, when it comes to any form of cosmetics. It's like, if you're gonna do a makeup video, it better be perfect. It's crazy, the pressure that's out there, especially once you've earned the title. Yes, I'm a professional makeup artist, but you know what? I don't see myself having gained some amazing skill. I think I'm still pretty basic in what I do. And I quickly developed my mission to become the voice of the working mother, the mother who does not have 30 minutes to do a wingtip tutorial, the mother who does not have 30 minutes to even do her makeup, let alone 30 minutes to take a shower. She needs to get ready, and she needs to get ready fast. She doesn't have a perfect body. She just had her babies, or she had her babies a while ago. It doesn't even matter. But she's not defined by the size on her clothing. She's not defined by what is considered perfection in our society. She simply wants to feel beautiful, she wants to feel confident, and she wants to feel put together. And that became the mission of, I would say, the personal side of my business. That is where this business got personal, is because the more I put myself out there, the more criticism I got, the more fuel entered my fire and just set me ablaze on a mission to say that, you know what? I'm a busy mother. My children, my husband, they come first. And I have to be able to put myself together, to feel like myself, to feel like a confident woman that can lead my children to feeling and leading confident, independent lives, that can be that sexy, inspirational wife to my husband, that he knows he comes home to a girl who feels comfortable in her skin. That became my mission, and showing that face and showing that forward when I didn't feel like it, when I didn't feel beautiful, when I felt as big as a barn at 42 weeks pregnant, I would still do videos and I would still do images, because you know what? The world needs to see real women. The world needs to see women who are confident exactly as they are, and that is my mission. From here until the rest of my journey, I am that voice for women, and that is how I lead my team. I chose the name Team Luminous because I believe so much in shining our light in a dark world, and that is what I'm doing. I think there are too many women that feel so bad on themselves for things that are out of their control, or just, you know what? Because it's hard. It's hard being a woman in today's society. And I believe so much in empowering those women, validating exactly who they are. That is exactly how I feel. And in doing that, you're uplifting them. You're bringing light to their world. You're bringing just that hope to them. And so I believe in shining my light, and that is what I do. And that is how I became a Black Status presenter. It is by genuine love for my team. It is by genuine love for women everywhere, and by wanting to shine my lights, and by wanting to show women that, you know what? You can be real. You can be yourself. You can be busy. You can be any label or lack of label that you want to be, and you can be that exactly how you want to be that. And on that note, I think my little baby just woke up, so I do need to go, but I just wanted to share with you that that is how I went black. I believed in my team. And the last component, I would say, on a very structural basis, I could say that your one bet to growing successful teams is to grow pinks and to teach your girls how to replicate themselves. That is my secret. Always be sponsoring, always be in personal development. You've heard it all. The truth is I think that just about anybody who has listened to any of our amazing leaders in this company, you really already have all the secrets in your hands. You need to replicate yourself, you need to create leaders, and you need to teach them how to replicate themselves. And so the way that we do that on my team is we learn how to get people to pink, and then we replicate. So that is, I guess, my last little tidbit for the structure of it, if you will. I gave you the heart of it first. The structure is grow pinks and teach people how to grow pinks, and that is it. And never stop sponsoring, never stop working your personal business. You lead by example. Whether they can see your numbers in your back office or not, I guarantee you that what you are doing in your business is going to replicate in your team. So work your business like crazy, stay on fire, be a light to your world, and just shine. All right, signing off of my first video as a Black Status presenter with Younique. I'm Sarah Crawford, and I will see you guys in there.